Alright, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about how to enhance in this new enhancing environment. It's taken me quite a bit to figure it out, but I think I finally got into a flow of figuring out, okay, this is how I want to use the enhancements. This is how kind of like, essentially, the flow of enhancing. That's what I want to call it. The flow of enhancement. So, there are 4 key things you need to get. I'm going to be talking about the 4 key things first, and then I'll get into the nitty gritty. So the 4 key things you want to get, well, it's more like 3, and then 4 is like optional, but very good. So the 3 things: scroll, hammer, and Flourite. And then the 4th optional thing is the sturdy mithril. This is a very new thing. This is a very modern thing of the sturdy mithril, increasing your chances even more of that little bit. It's a little bit, but it might be worth it to get you that enhancement. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These 3 are vital, and now we'll get into the... So, if you're enhancing and you run out of one of these 4 items, I recommend stopping enhancement for the day until you regain that amount of items back. For example, if you have no scrolls, don't enhance. If you have no hammers, don't enhance. If you have no Flourites, I mean, you can't even enhance without Flourites anyway. And if you have no mithril, maybe you might want to keep enhancing, but I recommend to stop enhancing until you get more sturdy mithril, because again, you want to increase your chance as high as possible. But sturdy mithril is not as important as these 3 right here, especially the hammers. People skip out on the hammers, but hammers are very important. And I'm going to use that to transition to the next thing to talk about, is kind of the modern enhancement and how that's different. And it all comes down to hammers, and that's why I'm on my blacksmith right now, is because every 8 hours you will get a free hammer. I ran out of my stock recently just because I recently used them the other day, and obviously I just clicked it because I was doing another video, but the recording was bad. Anyway, so pretend these hammers are in the system right now. Free hammers are huge. Free hammers are doubling your Flourite. You can see this as me having 16 Flourites. I just need another Flourite to activate it. So it is so good and so vital that you guys make sure you use a hammer when you're enhancing. That's the #1 thing. That's the biggest tip that I have for you guys, is making sure that you're using the hammers. Please use the hammers. I'm gonna keep saying that. Please use the hammers. Alright, okay. So we have our 4 things, and now I guess we'll enhance a little bit. Again, one more thing to mention before we actually start enhancing. When it comes to gathering scrolls and ores, of course, you get the hammers from the profession, and you get the sturdy mithril from the treasure hunters or buy it from the board. But when it comes to scrolls and Flourites, there is a weekly quest that I don't have anymore because I did for the week, that gives you a choice of either 1 restoration scroll or 5 Flourites. I think a lot of people are tempted to go for the 5 Flourites because it's a bigger number. Flourites actually let you enhance and things like that. But think about the monetary value, guys. 5 Flourites are worth around 60 to 65 mil if someone's selling at 12. Sometimes it will go up to 14 mil, but usually it stays around 12, 13. So we got around 60 to 65, and then go to the restoration scrolls. The 1 scroll, it costs 73, guys. So the scroll usually has more value. So when you're doing a weekly quest, I recommend doing one thing. Before you clear the quest, go to the board and check which is more expensive, 5 Flourites or 1 restoration scroll. 9 times out of 10, I think restoration scrolls will be more expensive. So from the quest, make sure you're getting the 1 restoration scroll, and then just buy the Flourites off the board with ED. Again, if you guys want to know ED grinding strategies, story mode level 0 to level 99 works for everybody. 120 mil per run for about like 2 to 3 hours. Not even that bad. Grind Mystics, do Rasa Raid. It's double Rasa Raid drop. Definitely do Rasa Raid this week. Get some money, make some money. Alright. I think we can finally get into enhancing. Do I have anything to enhance? Give me a second. Alright, I am back. I got a little pieces of gear. Got my Ravens PvP set here. Thankfully you can bank share this, so you can let your blacksmith enhance with it. Alright, so blacksmith enhance. Alright. So let's do the glove. Okay. Again, so hammer, boom, either or, doesn't matter which hammer you use, make sure you have a hammer. We even pretend this has 12 hammers right here. Hammer, you gotta make sure you're using your hammer, gotta make sure you're got a scroll in the back, and of course, protected enhancement is using the Flourite, and it's going to use a couple of sturdy mithril as well. Okay, here we go. With all these in place, we can start enhancing. No change. Again, make sure you're using your hammers. And unfortunately, this is the reality of enhancements. You know, sometimes you just don't get it. And 2, and this is important, guys. Watch. 1, 0. I have ran out of hammers. Because I have ran out of hammers, even though I still have Flourites, I still have 8 more Flourites, I still have plenty of sturdy mithril, I still have 3 restoration scrolls, I need to stop. Because these 8 Flourites could be 16 Flourite. Oh, not really 16, but I would be doubling the chance. You know, I only have the single chance increase with Blessed Flourite Ore. But if I'm using a hammer at the same time, I'm doubling my chances. Because of that, because I'm missing the doubling, I'm gonna stop. I need to stop. Because I'm giving up chances to get the double. And all it is, guys, I just have to wait longer. I just have to wait for these hammers to refill. You get about 2 to 3 a day. If you're very optimal, you get 3 a day. But usually, people will usually get 2 a day, maybe even 1 a day. It's okay if you can't log on that often. I just need to wait. I just need to wait a little bit until these hammers refill, and then I can get more hammers, and then I can start enhancing again. You know, maybe I'll run out of scrolls, for example. Let's say, you know, I run out of scrolls, right? Oh, my scrolls are gone. I'll wait for the weekly. I'll wait until I have more ED to buy another scroll, etc., etc. You know, same thing with the Flourite ores. Maybe I'm out of Flourite ores. I mean, if you're out of Flourites, you can't even enhance. I'll wait till I get some more ED to buy some more, etc., etc. Maybe I ran out of sturdy mithril. In that case, I could be like, I'm feeling a bit lucky today. I don't want the mithril, so I'll keep enhancing. This one is optional. Again, this one is optional. I recommend using it. Highly, highly recommend using it. But at the end of the day, it is optional. It is very, very optional. Alright, one last thing I wanted to mention, guys. So, if you are, let's use that, whatever, let's use that for example. If you guys are +8, +9, or +10 as your main weapon, I highly recommend putting Blacksmith on your main, because obviously weapons like these, Void Weapon, what else do we have? Like Void Weapon, what else I Percocet Weapon? Rasa Weapon, and probably you guys don't have Birth Weapon. But Void Weapon and Rasa Weapon obviously are not bank shareable, so you can't bank share it to your Blacksmith and bank share it back to your main. Your main has to be a Blacksmith. I highly recommend you guys become a Blacksmith again if you only have a +8, +9, or +10 weapon. Even +10. +10 can be strong, but even with +10, I highly recommend you guys being a Blacksmith until you get that +11, because it is so good, and the advantages that Blacksmith can give you with the free hammers is so good. So again, if you want to be a Blacksmith, you can just change like this. Boom. Your Blacksmith. You do start at level 1, but I made a little strategy to level up Blacksmith very easily. Again, it's all about buying trash gear, enhancing that to +7. It does not use any of the sturdy mithril, so don't even worry about that. Just enhance to +7, then dismantle it. Normal and dismantle. Normal dismantle, or just discard it. Who even cares? Normal equipment, +7. Discard it. And there you go, you're a Blacksmith. Don't even worry about that. Yeah. Highly recommend that. A little bit of tip for you guys at the end. And yeah, that's about it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And because for those of you who stayed at the end of the video, I want to give you guys a little reward here. So for the next, let's say hour. Yeah, how about hour? For the next hour, after this video launches, if you guys send me a little mail, with the word, let's use something interesting. Apple, right? Okay. Send me a mail. Send it to Meteor Falcon, with the title Apple. I'll send you guys a couple of Flourites just for watching my video all the way through. This is a little reward for you guys. If my mailbox gets full, my mailbox gets full, and that's unfortunate. But hey, you know what I mean? You know, if you're stick-to-itiveness and if you're fast, you know, take advantage of this. it's a little nice something I want to do for you guys who just wanted to watch my video all the way through. Because I know some people just like watch it at the beginning and they're just like, oh, I got all the info, I'm just gonna leave the video. I really appreciate you guys who watch it all the way through. But that is it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day. Leave a comment, leave a sub, I highly appreciate it, and peace out.